come under the deliberation in so just and faithful manner as to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Sergeant Adam, can you kindly check our guest if he's the one? Kipngeno, Geoffrey, Bett. Thank you very much. He can take the oath.
I, Kipngeno Geoffrey Bett, do swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Honorable Bett, I will engage you in 50 minutes, and in the 50 minutes, we will go through some preliminaries. After the preliminaries, I will give you 10 minutes or less to tell us the story of your life up to where you are sitting now. Secondly, this is not an adversarial process. It is an engagement between you, the nominee, and bipartisan committee of County Assembly that we will engage to find out your suitability to occupy the office of which the governor has nominated you as a chief officer ICT. In the engagement, avoid the temptation to raise your voice or lose your views. Address all questions through the chair, and members are similarly advised to put all their questions through the chair. Equally important, we want the members to ask precise and concise questions that must elicit precise and concise answers to make things better. We also ensure time is properly kept. Members will engage you robustly on your past, your present, and your future, and what you want to do for this county to move forward. We will now invite the nominee to present his documents to the Secretariat. Before we have your documents, for purpose of record and answered, we want the members to be introduced. I myself is a chairman ICT, Vincent Kirui, representing the great people of the Tain world. And with us is my co-chair for youth and sports, my namesake and chairman. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Kipngeno Kirui, MC at the Besonic Ward, and Chair Youth. Thank you.
Good to see you, Mr. Bett. I'm Honorable Bavina Serem from Punya, nominated MCA from Punya, Kipngeno West. I wish you all the best.
Okay, Mr. Geoffrey, welcome to this county assembly. Ms. Gabriela Kipngeno, nominated MCA from Tobesonic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am Amos Kimotai Pirir from Kapatet Ward. Kipngeno Geoffrey, you are highly welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome, pets. Feel at home when you are here. I'm Honorable Edna Tonui, nominated MCA from Waldai Ward. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Karibu sana Bwana Geoffrey. I'm Gladys Chesangbit, nominated MCA Soliat Ward. Congratulations for your nomination.
Thank you.
My name is Lilis Kipngeno Silma. Karibu, Mr. Bett.
Asante.
All the best.
Mr. Bett, good evening.
Evening to you.
I am Mr. Paul B., MCA Cap South Ward.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Bett.
Good evening too.
Yes, I'm Korir Kipkuri Matthew, MCA Chai Court, member to this committee.
Thank you.
Honorable Mr. Bett, we also have our secretarial from your right side, or left side, I mean. They can introduce yourself.
Good evening too.
Clerk Assistant.
Coach Patricia, Legal Officer.
Thank you.
I'm Milka Kirui, Ansat Reporter. Thank you.
Clerk Assistant.
I'm Catherine, Sign Language Interpreter.
I'm Priska Mosonik, PR Officer.
Martin Langat, ICT.
I'm Rupen Kirui, Sachinata.
Thank you. Is one.
Thank you. I'm Kibet Poswen, MCA Jeblanget Ward, a friend to the committee and a friend to the nominee. Thank you.
Thank you. I can see we also have very many members who are guests in the house. You are welcome. They can actually say their names.
Thank you. I'm Benjamin Koech.
Isaiah Chepkulul.
I'm Honorable B. Geoffrey, former nominated MC.
Thank you.
I'm Raymond Chiriot, Kenya Union Flight Chairman.
I'm Julius Langat, Chairman for People with Disability, Kericho County.
I'm Rose Bett. Thank you.
I'm Richard Kitur.
I'm Geoffrey Kamei. I'm Geoffrey Korir, coming from Jablanget resident.
I'm Beatrice Langat.
Chevet Nase.
I'm Kumutai Denise.
I'm Edwin.
Thank you very much, guests. You are all welcome. We will now invite the nominee to present his documents to the secretary.
Chair, I've submitted.
Thank you. Honorable Bett, welcome once again. You can introduce yourself in less than 10 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm Kipngeno Geoffrey Bett, married with 3 children. I come from Fort Tenan, Chilchila Ward, Kokwet's application, Tuluapmoy village. I am a master's holder in computer science, ICT, computer science, master science of information technology, computer security systems option from Strathmore University. I have a bachelor's degree in ICT I have the class one and the online one. The online one is from the Cambridge Associates College, which is a Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems, which I did from 2011 to 2012. I have a degree from Kisii University, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, that is from 08 to 2010. I have technical education. I'm a teacher. I've done technical education from Kenya Technical Teachers College on the field of ICT. I have a diploma in computer studies from Harvest. That is where I started from, the journey of ICT. I attended Kokwet Secondary School from 1989 to 1992, where I scored C+, and I attended a special school, that is Kipngeno Special School, primary, from 1980 to 88, and where I scored 52 out of 72. Actually, I was supposed to go to the then professional school, but I could not manage, so I joined Kokwet Secondary School, where I scored the scores that I scored. That is C+. The journey, immediately after Form 4, I joined Harvest, where I did the diploma course. At some point, I couldn't manage to, in between, I could not manage to proceed on because of the challenges of fees here and there. But I never gave up. I resorted to I proceeded on with some income generating activity briefly before I could proceed with the diploma course, where I deferred for about 4 or 5 months. I engaged in the casual work, that is the shoemaking jobs, where I got some little money. I raised some little money, which enabled me to go back to school and proceeded on. Apart from that, during the process, I got some well-wishers, that is, who took good care of us, and because of the grace of God, I managed. Okay, the moment I did the technical education, it was my strategy of tamaking. So after doing the technical education, I was posted. At some point, I was posted to Narok Teachers College, where I was posted to teachers Narok College, where I taught for the shortest time before resuming to the National Treasury. I joined National Treasury in the year 2005, where I joined, just before National Treasury. In the year, immediately after finishing the Technical Teachers College, I taught in I taught in Rift Valley for 3 months, that is under teaching practice, Rift Valley Institute of Science. I was handling computer programming and the applications. Thereafter, after finishing the technical teachers education, I joined some commercial college where I taught the application programs before joining Kobjoy Technical Training Institute, where I taught for 3.5 years, that is in Nandi. I taught for 3.5 years. I was handling computer programming courses and application courses. And on top of that, because of the advantage of teaching, I was given an additional subject of human psychology and human growth and development. In 05, I joined National Treasury as an ICT Officer 3. And Magu, I joined while having a diploma course, but plus some additional professional courses. So I started my work in National Treasury. My first assignment, I was posted to Pensions Department as under pensions department. At the time of joining, everything was manual. So we were four, where I was chosen to be one of the a team to automate pension system, pension processing. So I'm from 05 to 07. That is when we developed the pensions management system, which had 6 modules, right from entry, that is the registry, assessment, auditing, directorate, and finally voucher preparation and authorization and payment. So the system that we developed is using Oracle. By then it was Oracle. We used Oracle version 10 and SQL as the database. That is my success achievement that we achieved, because we were able to transform pensions department through automation, whereby the pension processing used to take about 3 years with the manual processes, but after automation, it was reduced to 60 days, from 3 years to 60 days, of which in the year 2008, re-engineering of the same system was done. I was now leading the team of re-engineering pension system, where we reduced the number from 6 years, from 60 days to 30 days. Now, after pensions, I was seconded to a secretariat called PFMR, that is Public Financial Management Secretariat, Public Financial Management Reform Secretariat. Basically, this is a department which is it was directly linked with the devolution. So my main assignment in that was handling, I was posted as a system administrator to administer a Navision system, an ERP Navision system, which I administered for about approximately 6 years. My main specific activities or responsibilities was, one was to develop the coding to customize the ERP system to perform the financial management aspect of the PFMR. 2 was to manage the payroll processing, and 3, the procurement aspect. In 06, I participated briefly on this IFMIS re-engineering with the National Treasury. And in PFMR, my main mandate has been, as I've said, administering the system, and also the head of that unit, the ICT, whereby I've been working with the work planning and costing of developing the procurement plan for the department and costing it. That is where I am up to date. Apart from that, I've done under my professional area, the professional courses. I've done CCNA, I've done CISA, I've done advanced database administration using SQL, advanced like SQL from a summit that is from Tanzania, where I did for 4 months. Basically, my life has been through it. I've been resonating around the business processes automation, where I've seen development of systems from scratch to completion implementation, going through the process of system development life cycle. I've also contributed a lot in the website development, that is for the National Treasury. That is the website development we conducted last year, that is 2001. That is re-engineering, reviewing of the National Treasury website. Actually, the main agenda that we were given is to ensure that the website is compliant to the current technology. Some of the key elements was to make sure that it's compliant to the people living with a disability. There is a tool which is an open source that we had to incorporate it to use an updated and more a modern web page, and also the security aspects. During the process, we developed four websites. The one for the National Treasury, actually the micro websites. We developed the National Treasury, the planning, the PFMR, that is Public Financial Management Reform Secretariat, and IRU, the International Relations and Unit. It is a section in the National Treasury. So those are the websites that we developed. And through the whole process, we started from scratch, populated, cleaned the data, populated, and ensure that it's up to date in terms of using the modern technology, and also ensuring that the search engine is optimized. That is what I've done in terms of contributing towards the system aspect. The other issue that I'm happy, Chairman, you allow me to mention, is about under PFMR. It is a unit that we are dealing with the reforms in the public sector, and most of the agencies that we are working together. The PFMR is a coordinating unit. We are coordinating about 35 departments in the National Treasury, including the agencies, ministries, departments, and also counties. The way we are coming in with the counties is the aspect of negotiating for the KDSP support from the donors. We are managing again a World Bank fund called GESDEC, that is governance for enabling service delivery in the national, in the whole country. That touches on training, ensuring that the staff are trained in order to be competent. That is procurement, accountants, auditors, and the areas that are thematic areas. Now, under the publication, I've participated briefly. Publication, I've done. I've participated in the development of the strategy. That is the PFMR 2013-2018, and now we are reviewing it 2018-2023 PFMR national strategy. The strategy is looking towards coordination and implementation of the ICT and resources to the throughout the public sector.
Honorable Bett, thank you very much. I think we will know other issues as we go. So otherwise, from my bottom of my heart, you are an inspiration. The story you have gave is an inspiration to many.
Thank you.
So as we continue to ask questions, I want to ask my honorable member to continue from there.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Bett, congratulations first for making your way to this county assembly. Do you have any honors? List any scholarship, fellowship, honorary degrees, academic or professionals honorary that you have stated. Do you have any awards or honor that you have been awarded?
So far, in fact, it was yesterday when I applied for the CH. Is it the one for the warriors? It came as a result that we managed to integrate. We've managed to integrate ITAX and IFMIS. So it was 2 weeks ago when we completed the upgrading of GRIS system, so that we are moving from GRIS and IPPD to UHR, Unified Human Resource. So I'm yet to receive that the SPEAR, the honorary award.
Okay, thank you, Bett. Professional associations. List all professional associations of which you are or you are a member, and give any position held and the respective date when each such position was held.
I'm a member of CISA, that is Certified Information System Audit. I'm a member. That is the only membership professional body that I am a member in, and actually we are dealing Yes, that is the one. I'm a member.
Okay, thank you. Public office, political activities, and affiliation. List chronological and public office you have held or are currently holding, including the terms of service of such office, were elected or appointed.
Actually, the office that I'm holding is through the merits. I applied, I appeared before the interview, and I qualified to hold the office. I don't have any political office or any other, but that is it.
Okay, thank you. Have you ever been dismissed or otherwise removed from office for a contravention of the provision of Article 75 of the Constitution?
Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, I've never been, and I'm not looking forward to.
Okay, let's answer a question through the chair. Have you ever been adversely associated with practice that decide bias, favorism, or nepotism in discharging of public duties?
Never, I've never been.
Thank you. Pro bono, charity works, donation to charity. What have you done by way of pro bono or charity work, listing specific instance, the amount contributed, and the amount of time devoted to each?
That is a good question. Actually, since because of the aspect of somebody was tied to support and take me through my academic career, I'm active in participation in the community in terms of Harambes. I've managed to sponsor more than 3 children. I took one of them, and records are there. There is proof. I took from a boy from Tuluakmoy who had gone to PR's boy. He dropped out in Form 2, so I took him back to school, sponsored him up to Form 4. He scored a good grade. I took him again I brought him to Kenya Teachers College. That is one of them. Another one, and several others. Another aspect is motivational. I normally participate in the motivational speaking. I've participated largely in this county, and more specifically Fort Tenan, specifically Kokwet and Tuluakmoy. And currently I've also participated in some areas in Bureti in terms of motivational speaking, guidance and counseling, and also in the spiritual affairs.
Okay, thank you so much. I have the last question so that I hand over to the chair. Have you ever been adversely associated with practice that, I think that I've asked the question, have you any objection to the making inquiries with your present employer, referees in the course of consideration of your nomination? If yes, explain. One is that you have been nominated to be the CEO in charge of ICT, that is ICT, youth affairs. With this panel, through the chair, if the panel agree or ask you, you have to communicate or to call back your referees, will you allow the panel to do so?
Yes, Your Honor, I will. And also, the contacts are provided. I'm free. You may proceed on. And for your hands that you give me this job, I'll initiate on Monday the aspect of, I'll communicate officially about transferring my service to the county.
Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bett. Let me ask Honorable Bafina to ask the next question.
Mr. Bett, here about the potential conflict of interest. Kindly identify the family or financial arrangements that are likely to present potential conflicts of interest when you first assume the position to which you have been nominated. Also, kindly explain how you would address any such conflict if it were to arise. Again, kindly you will explain how you will resolve any potential conflict of interest, including the procedure you will follow in determining these areas of concern.
Arises the issue of one, nepotism, or employing people based on maybe family, and those are the areas that I'll try to move away from employing, or maybe influencing decision making in terms of employment. Another one is the other aspect of which can bring the conflict of interest is the aspect of doing business with the government in terms of supplies, and also the issue of using the public office to conduct personal businesses. Now, the solution of the way forward to that is on the side of employing on based on the relationship, is that in the first place I'll not conduct myself through such a manner, and in the event that it's established that it done is through a declaration, you provide we are going to do the analysis and review analysis of the staff, including their documents and the relationship, and in the event that maybe it's established that there is a staff, there are more than 1 or 3 staff who have blood relationship, I think that will be an issue to be handled by the relevant authority. And another is in terms of procurement. That one I think we're going to solve through digitization, because I like handling any challenge through the digital aspect. The best way of handling this is through integration of systems. One is for the procurement aspect, all the companies which are there will be okay. As at now, they are integrated. The IFMIS procurement unit, and more specifically for your information, there is another system, EGP system, which is in advance, which is integrated to the registration of companies. It's integrated with the personal details, the registration of path, so that if an officer is conducting business, you can easily identify by setting up a query, by running a query to generate the list of companies, the directors, and the kind of businesses they have done. That is what the EGP system will do. So once it's listed, it will show that so-and-so is doing, is an employee for this particular organization, and is a director and doing this business. If such is identified, the best way to handle it is, first of all, it's just to subject it to the relevant bodies to identify. It will be a matter of just generating the report as per the system, and then now subjecting it to the relevant bodies to handle. And in any other aspect, if there is any other conflict of interest on an issue that is not automated, the best thing that I'll do is to automate, come up with the TORs of a particular challenge that is in place, and go through the system development and put now the conditions, the triggers, to say that when you do something that is linked to the personal details and credentials, it will just tell you that it's not doable. Or because you just control using the controls in the system, that employer APCD, if the unique code is matching with the unique code, that is the personal numbers of the employees, it should not allow that person to proceed on with the job.
Okay, thank you so much, Bett. Let me ask Honorable Bolby to ask the next question. Meanwhile, Gabriela, get ready.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bett. On deferred income or future benefits. List the sources, amounts, and dates of all anticipated receipts from deferred income arrangements, stock, options, and completed contracts and other future benefits which you expect to derive from previous business relationships, professional services, firm memberships, and etc.
Your Honor, please, can you come up once again?
On deferred income and future benefits, list the sources, amounts, and dates of all anticipated receipts from your deferred income arrangements, stock options, and completed contracts and other future benefits which you expect to derive from previous business relationships, professional services, firm memberships, and etc.
Most of my income comes from the salary. That is one. The other one is from farming. I like farming. With the salary, should I go to the details? No. Okay. So from the salary, from farm input, under farm input, the agricultural activities that I do is dairy farming. I do dairy farming. I do coffee farming, which I have 1,000 pushes, approximately 2,000 pushes. With the dairy farming, I have kind of upgraded dairy farming with the heavy producers, about 5 of them. I do again. I do banana farming, banana plantation farming, where I have the banana plantations, about approximately 500 of them, which actually generates income. I have poultry farming, where I hatch the chicks and sell it to the farmers using an incubator, which has a capacity of 512 eggs. So that is what I normally do. Now, on top of that, basically, my main, as I said, my main source of income is my salaries.
Thank you, Honorable Bett. And Gabriela asks her question.
Okay, Mr. Bett, I'm interested on the part that you said about KDSP support. And I think you'll be the connection we'll need as Kericho County Assembly. I want you to tell this committee how we will achieve to get the donor support concerning the ICT, e-citizen, about ICT. Thank you.
Thank you. I commit myself on the line of ICT that not only ICT, because we are working as a family, as a team, that I'm going to go an extra mile to engage the relevant development partners, which I know the strategy, because where I've been working, we have about 6 development partners and more are coming. It's all about putting your things transparently and in a more accountable form. So in line with the ICT, first of all, we are going to revamp our websites and link it to the development partners and also other stakeholders. 2 is to start small within the Reach Fast. We just engage all the stakeholders, have a meeting, and the stakeholders in this case is including even Safaricom, because it's an area that is touching on ICT and innovation, creativity. So we're going to have stakeholders and interested parties who have interest in line with the ICT. Two is engaging now the development partners. Some of them is the Danida, the Denmark agency, the World Bank, the Swedish government, the AFD, and more specifically with the AFD, they have interest mostly, especially the French government have interest especially with the areas related with the gender-based budgeting. World Bank has interest in, maybe just to mention the 2 or 3, like World Bank have interest in terms of trainings and service delivery. Like for example, right now the strategy that we're implementing, it has 8 result areas, right from result area 1 to the 8th. And I've been coordinating result area 6, which is dealing with the service delivery that is on water, hospitals, and technical and schools. So I'll engage, we're going to work together with the CEC and the His Excellency Governor. I'll give out my input, and and then we agree the best way forward. And I think we're going to win some.
Thank you. Can I have honor?
Thank you, Mr. Bett. I still have a question. Have you ever been charged in a court of law in the last 3 years? And if so, specify the nature of the charge, where the matter is ongoing, the present status of the matter, or where the matter is concluded, the judgment of the court, or otherwise how the case was concluded.
I've never been charged, not only 3 years, for the rest of my life. Since my younghood up to now, I've never been charged. And as I reiterated that, I'm not looking forward to being charged because of adherence to the Chapter 6 requirements.
Okay, Mr. Bett, can you tell this panel, or can you state your financial net worth and the sources?
One, as I said, the major one is my salaries. 2 is farming activities. Apart from that, I've been apart from that, I've done some consultancy in relation with the system development and website development, but not with the organization that I'm working with. It's with other agencies.
Okay, what I'm asking you, the total worth, net worth.
Net worth, okay, including, it's approximately between 10 million and 100 million.
10 million and?
100 million.
Okay, Mr. Bett, the difference between 10 million and 100 million is 90 million.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us exactly, or rough estimate, what is your net worth?
Specifically, I'm approximately 18 million. The reason why I opened the other, in consultancy, if you are engaged in any other, that is before, let me put it this way, like the farm, the asset itself is approximately, in Fort Stennan is approximately 5 million. I have another farm in Bureti that is approximately approximately 5 million as well. I have a plot. I have a car which is approximately 2.3. I have some plots. So If I am to add 1, 2, 3, it's approximately 17 million.
So 17 million is the right figure that we'll note it down.
There is this aspect of intellectual knowledge which is not quantified.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Honorable Bett, thank you. Let me ask the Honorable Member Paul B to ask you some other questions.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Bett, identify possible persons, parties, or categories of litigation that are likely to present potential conflict of interest when you assume the position of which you have been nominated. Explain how you would address such conflict, if any, were to arise.
One is the conflict of...
Okay, through the chair, I think you had answered the question.
Yeah.
So let me request Honorable Paul B to go to the next question. Meanwhile, as he is preparing the next question, let me ask you, I've learned that you have managed to integrate the IFMI system with the KRA. So I have a question. How will you advise the governor, especially issues automation? When you go to Tenwek Hospital, everything is paperless. Will you help us, if given the opportunity, to automate the services of this county, especially in our rural hospital and any other services, so that the members of the public can get this service in their respective places that they are working to?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Actually, my main assignment, if given this opportunity, is to automate all the major 5 revenue streams. That includes health services, to automate health services in terms of automating the main referral plus the other sub-county referrals. Say that in the event that a member comes, you generate a receipt. That is now we are going paperless, whereby you don't have to buy a book for you to for your details to be captured. You just generate that. There is that queuing system, whereby you generate the receipt. You wait to be to see the doctor, but just before that, there are some other services in between there, all the way from the medication, medical assessment, being sent to the lab, all medical hospital processes. I'll automate it. That will be among my first assignments, automation, and also now integrating this system. In terms of revenue collection, I'll develop the system and ensure that the revenue collection centers are automated and integrated, so that at any given point we are able to see that this point, this market was able to generate this on this particular date, so that we don't move to to the level of running a particular facility which is becoming a liability to the county. In the event, once we automate, we shall be able to see. And I promise this panel that I'll ensure, given chance and opportunity, working together with the CEC and His Excellency, I'll ensure that revenue collection is more than doubled in this county. Let's say triple, without pardoning anyone. It's just putting the systems right, ensuring that we do the right thing. Even when it comes to paying the permits, the subscription fee, the parking fee, we just automate them, whereby a business person will just upload. It's not a matter of coming and queuing. You upload your details, verified, you move on. For the parking, for the long-term parking like matatus, having those stickers, whereby you just scan. It's not about the camera. Just scan, and you see. And sensitize our county members on automation processes, so that people become responsible of their own acts. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think another aspect that we would like you, if given the opportunity to help us also, is to do something on you automate the bursary distribution or the bursary disbursement, so that most of the parents, you get a parent being asked to take a form from Kiblalman, for example, to a school in Kisi. And then also from that, you are using a lot of money to go to Kisi, looking for a stamp from principal. And then also from principal, after stamp, you go to villages, looking for the chief. Given the opportunity, we are really requesting you to automate bursary disbursement also in this county.
Yeah, just allow me, Honorable. Actually, if I have to go department by department, I have a list of for every, including that bursary disbursement, and also that is under the education, the bursary disbursement, under the ASLA funds. We're going to assist the cooperative, the trade under the cooperative, to automate the process so that we get value for money. And more specifically, the issue of the issue of encouraging youth to be creative and innovative. These digital centers or apps, these are the areas that we're going to first of all do the stakeholder engagement and come up with a better solution, whereby those facilities should not be a liability to the county, but it should be a resource to the county. In fact, I promise that given chance and opportunity, other counties will come and benchmark on some of these activities. Even the aspect of exchange programs for our youth. We're going to see what other counties like Uasin Gishu have done, whereby every financial year they are sending 100 students, both certificate, diploma, or degree holders, to Australia or those other like USA, under the exchange program negotiated by the county government that is working together with the Ministry of Education. As ICT, on my ICT, I'll ensure that we control that selection mechanism, so that in the 30 wards that we have, in the wards that we have representation. We have members from different, like 2 or 3 from every ward, and then we control. We put the parameters that will ensure that we don't influence. We try to minimize any human interaction by automating it.
Thank you, Honorable Bett. Honorable Gladys, you have a question?
Okay, thank you, Chair. Mr. Bett, if given an opportunity as the Chief Officer for ICT, tell this committee what you are going to ensure, what you are going to do to ensure that your department provides effective, quality, and efficient services to the public, and not only the ICT department, also to the youth department and sports. Thank you so much.
That is a nice question. That is my department. I'll ensure that we identify the challenges that are existing within the department and within amongst other departments. 2, we have a meeting with the stakeholders, with the various departments, and identify. We develop a consolidated activities that we are facing some challenges. From there now, I'll engage my expertise together with the team, with the blessings of the CC and the governor, now in automating the processes. As I said, in fact, even with the aspect of the county plots, the plots which are there, we are going to automate those processes that say that at a click of a mouse, we know who is the owner and where is that particular plot. In terms of these county projects, like even road development and all this, I'm going to automate, say that And say that at any given point we are able to see the road from the point A to point B, that is through a particular road, was awarded to this particular company. And if you go to another extra mile, you can easily see the PQs. If it is this number of culverts, you can easily see. If it was the quality and all, and in short, I'm just saying that we're going to automate so that we have effective and quality services, and also transparent, and we hold everyone accountable for whatever we are doing.
Honorable Bett, I can see Honorable Bafina has a question.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. I'll deviate a bit from what we've been asking. Maybe, Mr. Bett, you noticed that there's a youth to your right, actually?
Yeah.
You've noticed?
I've noticed, and I'm greatly honored moving around with them and coming to stand to show solidarity.
Sure. So, thank you. What, in your own capacity, noticing that, considering that you are one of them, and they don't have a representation, like in the whole county, actually, to be sincere. So, what will you do, or how will you advise the county government to ensure that their welfare is well taken care of?
I'll leverage on communication aspect, whereby first of all, you see in the family of people living with a disability, they have a structure. So through the structure, which I am aware, because government, we see where it's possible to be done. Under education, under bursary, I'll champion for people living with a disability, together with the, at times maybe we have the father and mother, one of them could be a challenge, but we are seeing the children, we are advocating for their children to be given to access bursary facility. Also in terms of accessibility of during my tenure, the first 2 years, we at least get more than 3 gold medals from the para sports. Not even 3, because so far we have some. That is taking advantage of the organization and the structure which we are going to enhance with the people living with a disability. So through that, I'll seek permission or request the county government to support in terms of, if on the side of sports, the para sports, because we have the sitting volleyball, the basketball, wheelchair, and all that. These are the areas that we want to see our county thriving through the support from county government, and several others. Even artistic skills, we are going to leverage on their artistic skills, ensure that their creativity in terms of in their artistic skills and also creativity, we make sure that we recognize them and enhance and empower them to move to the next level.
Thank you once again, Honorable Bett. As I said earlier, that you are an inspiration, and seeing the soldiers behind you, there is nothing less than helping them if you actually get to be the ICTCU.
Thank you, Chair.
I will be happy, and I know every one of them will be happy around this county of Kericho.
Thank you.
Most of them have been looking after us as if we have sidelined them. But the position you are having is totally inspiring to you and the many more who are coming after you.
Thank you.
So, is there any other one? Mheshimiwa Birir, I can see he has a question.
Thank you, the Chair. Mine, with my observation and the way I have seen and the way we have talked, I want to give you congratulations. I have seen you are somebody courageous, ready to work with Kericho County.
Thank you.
And through the respect of our people, I want to wish you the success.
Mheshimiwa Birir, you are out of order.
Oh, yeah. May I apologize. So, my advice, I have seen your documents. I hope you will be considered later, not now. Thank you, Bwana Geoffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Actually, it's not a question, but it is a comment and suggestion as well. Mr. Bett, as you remember, and I know you understand so much, that in this assembly, we don't have a representative representing people living with disability. But if given this opportunity, and I know, and we wish God that will give you that grace, if given this opportunity, kindly assist us. Let's work together to develop policies that will help people with disability, especially within towns. Even the roads that we have is not even marked for people living with disability. We don't have parkings, even in the banks, whereby people living with disability can park their cars. So if given the opportunity, I know that with this panel, this is the team that you will work with for the next 5 years, if given the opportunity. But remember also the team in your right-hand side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Before we wind up, Honorable Bett, we have ICT centers in almost all the wards, but they are dormant. What will you do to activate these ICT centers?
I have 3 solutions, options, which first of all, we're going to assess them. Under the guidance of the CC and the governor, we're going to assess them, analyze every ICT center, see the facilities which were supplied, installed there, then and compare with what we have. Then I give 3, the solution that I'll give are of 3 nature. One is that the first one is to approach through the PPP, public-private partnership, that we're going to analyze if it's possible to engage interested business partners, and specifically from the locality, the groups, the youth groups, because I'm within ICT and youth. So whether we can engage an organized group through the open and transparent procurement process to manage it for a period of time, so that we don't have them as a liability, because the equipment are getting lost. There is power, there is water, wastage and all that. So in order to make it utilized, one is through the PPP, public-private partnership. 2 is to streamline the structure in line with the county programs. So we're going to develop, I'm going to develop the framework on how to improve on this service functionality of the ICT centers. I'll do it. That is the second option. Whether we equip with the personnel and also ensure that the machines are functioning, and make sure that we provide Wi-Fi and all this, and encourage our youth to utilize it. Provide, subscribe to some main library, reputable library like Amazon, e-libraries like Amazon and all that, so that our youth can utilize them wherever they are. The third one is to engage some stakeholders like polytechnics or TVET. We sit down with these stakeholders and agree. Say that we can give them this facility to run the facility because they already have students with their classes. So since most of our ICT centers are in either shopping centers or towns, so they'll, once we engage these institutions, they'll be at liberty to manage them and submit at an agreed subsidized revenue to which they are going to commit themselves with an agreement with the county. Say that we utilize these facilities in terms of training our youth and also limiting the aspect of becoming a white elephant.
Thank you. Before I give our members the last comment, I want to give you an opportunity to just say your wish to this honorable committee.
My wish to this honorable county, in line with the digital world, is that we move paperless and we digitize, we automate our processes so that other counties will benchmark on our services. And with this one, we shall be compliant fully to the constitutional requirement, whereby when you talk about transparency, accountability, it will be enhanced using the system.
Thank you. Honorable Gladys, I want to start from the far end. You just say your last comment.
Okay, Mr. Geoffrey, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Mr. Bett, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Mr. Bett, I'm indeed pleased with your presentation. Having gone through your papers, I was indeed happy because at some point you played a role in YCS, which I was a member also. And I was happy when I heard that you were in Kipngeno. We almost met. I was also there. I want to wish you well.
Thank you.
But look at the brigade that is behind you, the army that is behind you. If all goes well with you, please think of that army. They are very wonderful people, but I want to wish you well. Thank you.
Together with you, I think I have the muscles.
Mr. Bett, I wish you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Bett, your story is a great inspiration, not only to the family of people living with disabilities, but to everyone. I can say everyone can be greatly inspired by your story. Kindly papas to be sharing, to be visiting schools, or so that you can encourage even our youth. If given a chance, kindly, I'm tasking you, please, don't forget that family behind you. Don't forget them. We will work together. You are also a great philanthropist. Kindly, I'm cheering you on. Continue with the same spirit. I wish you well.
Thank you, and thank you for that assurity.
Mr. Bett, I want to confess that I was so happy to see you in that list, being one of a special group that was not represented. I think it was a nice idea that you were placed there and you were meant to be there. So, Mr. Bett, the group that you came together today, you are not only a chief officer, but also their representation in the whole county. May you never go and then leave them. Just be with them. They are now your foot soldiers. They are with you and they are standing with you. Mr. Bett, I want to say that I wish you all the best in all your endeavors, and may God bless you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chopri, I am wishing you success. Remember your friends behind you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bett. We are happy to see you after your vetting process. I wish you all the best. I can see your army are behind you. They are really very happy and they give you a very wonderful company.
Thank
so
you.
I wish you the best. And I've seen that disability is not disability is not inability.
Thank you.
So success being on your side, I wish you success.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Bett, let me take this opportunity to wish you all the best.
Asante, thank you.
With your friends at the back, I know you have a big heart. Accommodate them, and we will support you. We will help you where necessary to ensure they are part and parcel of this county. All the best.
I promise that is my commitment.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bett. If there is one person happy, it is me. Seeing you sitting over there, I'm happy.
Thank you.
You are an inspiration to the coming generation that disability is not an ability.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You still have a final word?
I still have
a final word before we leave.
Okay. Mine is, first of all, I'm so grateful for being given this chance. It's an honor to me. I don't take it for granted. And also for your precious time that you've taken to interrogate me. Actually, to me, it has been an informative and people. Okay, there is a quote by the junior that if you cannot fly, you just run. If you cannot run, you walk, and if you cannot walk, you crawl. So just keep moving. That is the spirit that has been behind me and us as a family, that we are keeping moving because we know God gave us this opportunity to be members of this county, and we are family, we are one together. We are going to move, we are going to use our efforts synergized to ensure that we achieve what God intends and purposes for us to do to the great people of this county. Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, I want to ask our clerk, Abraham, to close this vetting process with a word of prayer.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have the honor and privilege to close this day. It has been a long day, and welcome again to the County Assembly. You've done your part, and the team that is behind you, they have also brought their support. So we want to end with a prayer so that we look forward for tomorrow for another day. So let us believe and pray. Let us bow down. Heavenly Father, we thank you this evening. We thank you for the whole day that we've had from morning until now. We've been doing vetting for this second day. We want to thank you for everything that you've enabled us to achieve this day. As we bring this day to a closure today, God, we pray that you may renew our strength, even the people that are here this evening as they proceed to their homes. God, give them the strength, renew their energy, and also give them more wisdom for future engagements in this county. We thank you for the County Assembly, the entire team, the members, the Speaker, the Clerk, and every other person of this Assembly as we continue to deliberate on this public duty that you've been given chosen to undertake. God, may you be our guide and may you be our leader in everything that we do. We thank you and we bless you this evening, for I have prayed this in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Being no other business, we adjourn.
Thank you, and may God bless you.
Sergeant Atam.